we're almost towards the end of 2025, and what have we learned? Well, first off, sound investing principles still apply no matter what year it is. Now, the few things I love to hear is this time it's different now. Those words make me laugh. It's different now. Intrinsic value doesn't matter. All that matters is perceptual value. You're going to hear that from a lot of idiots, all right? It's going to be a lot of fools who will make you believe that. And that's a lie. It's a huge, huge lie. One of the things I like to encourage people to do is invest. And look, invest in things with intrinsic value. Invest in things that are actually valuable. Bitcoin is one of those things that I do not believe is valuable. If you've made money on Bitcoin, good for you, but it has no intrinsic value. So eventually Bitcoin should, in theory, go down to zero. Don't know when that'll be. Just depends on when people's minds get right. I don't know. Maybe people's minds will never go right, and they'll just keep they'll just keep trading their dollars away for Bitcoin, which Bitcoin is not worth anything. Let's see. Random Player 717, welcome back. It's good to see you. We always like to have our returning chatters back, and you guys make the show go round, so I really appreciate you, Random Player. Keep it up. Make sure you guys hit the like button and the subscribe button. It does help the channel grow in more ways than one. So whatever we could do to get this channel up and about is good. Oh yeah. No, my show is very much like a Jekyll and Hyde sort of show. I am looking respectable today. That is true. For once in my life. During the show, I am going to occasionally do some push-ups because I've been feeling very out of shape lately. I did quite the walk earlier, but I'm still trying to get back into good shape. Like I want to get my pectoral muscles back. I want to feel like I can, actually get back into the shape I need to be in. But yeah, overall, so we're going to kind of recap investing 2025. Obviously, we're not at the end of the year yet, but I figured we're close enough. So do investing principles still apply? Is the big question right now. Yes, they do. Diversification will always matter. Spreading out your risk, whether it's 2025 or 3025, spread out your risk. You should never be all in on one single thing. And you should also not be into very few things. I think you should spread out the risk as far as you can make it. I think that spreading out risk is probably the most intelligent way to preserve wealth, in my opinion. And I think too many people believe differently, obviously, and that's just sad. But, it just makes more sense to me. Yeah, I eat some junk food for sure. Don't get me wrong. I love my Dollar Tree Pop-Tarts. I do love my Hot Pockets. I do like to make actual food. Shockingly. From time to time. I am going to make some dinner here in a little bit. I don't have that mustard on my head. Funk Cigar says, Dad, what up, Funk Cigar, my Bruni brother? Yeah, it feels good not to have mustard on my face. I agree with you there. I love it though, man. You didn't send anything. I love it when you didn't send $100, dude. Cameron, you didn't actually send any money. You lying sack of... If you want to send money, do it in a super chat, or if you hate super chats and you want my Venmo, that's all right. My Venmo handle is at Garza Brand. Soft. Cameron. Stop acting like you're sending me money, dude. You're not. I know you're not. Mr. Donaldson, what up, my brony brother? Dude, Cameron, you didn't send me anything. You guys aren't sending me anything, dude. What's going on here? What are you doing here? You guys are hoes. You guys are dirty, stanky hoes, dude. Except for you, Mr. Donaldson. You're not a hoe. You're the man, dude. I will be. By the way, Mr. Donaldson, I'm still going to be doing some kinky late night streams. You know, I can't help myself. And I can't help myself. Ooh, ooh, she drives me crazy. Ooh, ooh, like no one else. Ooh, ooh, she drives me crazy. And I can't help myself. Thank you, my brony brother. I do have a radio disc jockey voice. That is absolutely true. I'll agree with you there, my brony brother. I got that old time radio voice. Yeah, tell me what, tell me how am I supposed to live without you? I mean, yeah, I got Zelle. Let me guess. I got to give you my phone number or something. Let me see here. I'm kind of curious. I never really use Zelle, but send me $1. I am curious though. I wouldn't mind actually seeing what Zelle entails, as I do have the ability to use it. Send Zelle. Let's see. No, I think I'm just going to stick to Venmo. I mean, I just straight up prefer Venmo overall. No, I don't have eyebrows, true, and I do have a very odd facial structure, that is for sure. So I do have a bit of a face for radio, for sure. Everybody's gooning. Everybody's making fun of me. Why are you making fun of me in the chat? Oh my God, I'm so sad. that these people are making fun of me. And all I can do is say that I'm a brony, and I like macaroni. I'm a brony today. I'm a brony, okay. I'm a brony today. No, I appreciate it. No, I know, Michael Donaldson. I know you're just giving me crap, dude. You're all good. But no, I wanted to overly exaggerate how, because honestly, maybe I'll get some pity super chats if I act like a sad boy. I want people to give me pity super chats. Those are the best kind. She drives me crazy, ooh, ooh, like no one else. Ooh, ooh, she drives me crazy, and I can't help myself. Ooh, ooh, let me tell you something now. My singing is so sexy, because I sound like Scott Stapp all the time, and all the time, oh. And you can count on me to hold you till that healing is gone. Anytime you need somebody strong to lean on, well, you can count on me to hold you till that healing is done. Don't know why nobody's waiting on you. I'd like to be the one to pull you through your darkest times. Hey, keep Brad Paisley's name out your mouth. Michael Donaldson, keep my boy Brad Paisley's name out your mouth, okay? Hate. It's hate. Chill Toad's just sent 6 jewels. I appreciate the jewels, Chill Toad. All right, thank you, Mr. Donaldson. I appreciate you, brother. I can't promise you on keeping the face clean. I just can't promise you that, bro. Sorry about that. I think Michael Donaldson knows I got a few mental problems. But have a good day, Mr. Donaldson. You the man. Thank you for the 6 jewels, my Chill Toad brony brother. Let's see. Tim Smith, my boy, dude. Tim Smith says I invested today based on some stock picks I got from a hot dog I thought was speaking to me in my dreams. I'm watching too much Garza. I'm associating condiments now with long-term growth equity. That's gold. I mean, what can I say? That's what I do, dude. That's what I do. I'm checking something out real quick, you guys. Hold on. Don't know why nobody's waiting on you. Got to be the one to pull you through your darkest times. Because you know that life ain't over yet. I'm here for you, so don't forget you can. Carry you till you carry on. Anytime you need someone, somebody strong to lean on. Dude, Rick Weiss, Solana is garbage. Stop trying to promote Ricky, stop trying to promote BS on my channel, dude. You know I'm anti-crypto. You know I'm just going to trash on you, right? Trump's the man, dude. Trump is the GOAT. Trump is the greatest president of all time. That's all I got to say. I'm sorry, Trump's the man, dude. I love Trump. Oh yeah, that's hot. Do you guys think it's sexy that I like to swing trade? Do you guys think that's like the sexiest part about my body? Is how much I swing trade? Dude, Trump is the man. Trump, I'm starting to wonder if Trump's even on that list. Didn't he kick Epstein out of Mar-a-Lago, though? I love Trump, dude. I'm a glazer. I'm a glazer, dude. I love Trump. I can't help it, man. I like him. I think he's cute. I think Trump is cute. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry, dude. Is it weird that I think Trump is cute? I don't think so. I think it's perfectly normal. But yeah, I mean, how does that affect investing? I mean, obviously you got to just keep investing. That's my thing. I dollar cost average into the VT. I do swing trade the VT, but I do for the most part dollar cost average. I love swing trading the VT. I pretty much just buy whatever ETF I want, whatever individual stocks I want. There's no commission fee, so you can honestly buy one share of any company that you choose to. And I have a pretty good portfolio. My portfolio is there to overcompensate for my lack of wang size. My wiener size is very tiny, so I like to have my portfolio there to compensate for my lack of wang bone. Sorry, not sorry. But this is investing in 2025, man. This is investing. I think swing trading is important now more than ever. Swing trading is important now more than ever. It matters. And if you ain't swing trading, you're betraying the world. No, just kidding. Honestly, talk to a financial advisor. You know, swing trading the VT for me, it works for me because I do have a theory that if you swing trade a heavily diversified product and you're consistently buying the dip and selling on the upswing, you're going to be okay in the end. Now, there may be times where the markets may be down for a while, but honestly, buying the dip on the VT is so much more advantageous in holding it over time. Timothy Travis, I do not swing trade on Grindr. Is Grindr an investing app, by the way? Everybody keeps mentioning Grindr on this channel. Is that like an investing app? What is Grindr, you guys? Would Grindr allow me to buy like the VOO, and would it allow me to, you know, what kind of investing app is Grindr? Can you guys let me know what Grindr is all about? Because everybody keeps saying I should be on Grindr, that I am on Grindr. I'm like, no, I've never been on that app before. So is Grindr like Moomoo? Is Grindr like Robinhood? What is this? What is Grindr? Is it like a new investing platform that everybody wants me to get on? That's what everybody, you know, keeps saying. Like, Mike, you're probably on Grindr. You know. Can you guys tell me what Grindr is, please? You guys keep mentioning Grindr on my chat, and I want to know what that's about. What is it? Is it where, like, dudes, you know, who have side hustles and grind all day? Is that what Grindr is? I don't feel like looking it up right now. I'm pretty lazy, so you guys have to educate me on what Grindr is. I'm just curious. Clearly, I'm not educated on this at all. What? Arch, you're saying it's a gay hookup site? I thought it was an investing app. Explains so many things. So you guys think that I need to be on Grindr? Is that it? That's what a lot of people keep saying on the chat. So they think I need to sign up for that. Ricky, why? I don't care what the current U.S. administration says. Bitcoin is still grifter shit. It's basically gambling, okay? And I don't want to see you guys gambling. Bitcoin is gambling, straight up. It's all speculation. Bitcoin is a speculative asset. There is no intrinsic worth to it at all. None. Bitcoin is garbage. Bitcoin is gambler grifter money. It's for grifters like Ricky. I'm really disappointed in you guys in the chat. I'm really disappointed in everybody in the chat. Hey, Sailor X Topher, you're part of the... Dude, you do realize that I trash on currencies, right? All physical and digital currencies are worth 0. Crypto is worth 0. And at the end of the day, the dollar is worth 0. The only things that matter are actual assets with real intrinsic value, right? Sailor X Topher, you're a fool. You are a fool, and you suffer from the the Dunning-Kruger effect or whatever? Yeah, the Dunning-Kruger effect goes towards you, Sailor, because you think that crypto is actually valuable. If you think that crypto is valuable after reading through, I bet you don't even know much about crypto. I bet you only know a little bit about it. You haven't studied it the way that I've studied it, brother. I've studied the ins and outs, and I was like, dude, this is a Ponzi scheme. I don't hold currencies. I don't hold physical currencies. I don't hold digital. I think those are for idiots. What I do hold, are you doing okay, random player? You're extremely unwell. Are you doing okay? I don't know. I just assume that if you say that the dollar is fiat, usually the people who bring up that the dollar is fiat are usually crypto shills in my experience, and they're usually saying, but look at the dollar, it has no intrinsic value. Of course, it's stupid. Bitcoin, all crypto, is worthless. The dollar is worthless. Any physical currency that's not backed by anything is absolutely worthless. The only thing that matters to me is gold, silver, real estate, stocks. Bonds I'm not a fan of because the principal doesn't increase and it doesn't protect you against inflation, but you do get a guaranteed yield. Yeah, crypto sucks. Like, what kind of unwell are we talking about, random player? What's going on? Like, what sort of level of unwell? Yeah, I don't like seeing people. Is there anything the chat and I can discuss with you to help you out? Poop in the turd. Sent. Thank you for the 100. Thank you for the jewels. The jewels, Betty. The jewels. You tell me you know more about crypto than I do. When I'm literally a programmer, I can cook up a shit. So here's the thing. If you're a software developer, how come most software engineers think that crypto is stupid? That crypto is valueless? Tell me that. You may be a programmer, but I bet you're really just some kid who uses PHP on the side. I mean, look, I love PHP, by the way. It's a great back-end program. What I'm trying to... it's an interpreted language, but whatever. But either way, if you're a programmer, then you should realize that while the blockchain technology aspect of cryptocurrency is neat, it doesn't make it intrinsically valuable. Therefore, anything with an intrinsic value of 0 must eventually go to 0. I'm right about that. And you may be a programmer, but you clearly are not an economist. And by the way, I like to develop a little bit on the side as well. I'm assuming that you're an amateur programmer. A real software developer would look at Bitcoin and be like, this shit sucks. And most of them do. Oh, were you drinking a little too much alcohol? All right. Do you believe in crypto then? Do you believe that crypto is the future? Ooh. Crypto's not the future. I like some of the projects that they work on, but I think that people are overinflating these dumb markets. Oh, honestly, dude, I just assumed, and yeah, rightfully assumed, that you were a crypto shill and were trying to argue that it's valuable. So, hey, it's a valid assumption. I get a lot of people whenever they talk about, like, but what about fiat? What about fiat? And I'm like, ugh, go away. Yeah, no, I think that, honestly, Bitcoin's a waste of space. Bitcoin is not sovereignty, man. Anybody can spy on your transactions by looking at the public ledger. You kidding me? It's all publicly available. The Bitcoin ledger is very trackable. Like, why do you feel comfortable with that? Like, I don't understand why anybody would feel comfortable with that level of tracking. Well, I rightfully assumed, Sailor. I love Trump, dude. Trump 2028. Actually, Vance 2028 was what I want. I love Vance. I'd rather have Vance in my pants than Walls on my balls, I'll tell you that much. My Bruni brother. Do you guys want to be my brony brothers? I'm on the stage in my hooves. I'm wearing a man thong down at the Pink Brony Club. I'm gonna keep on prancing at the Pink Brony Club. I'm gonna keep on fapping down in West Hollywood. I don't love it. I don't love Trump coin. I love Donald Trump, but I'm so sick of him fucking shilling crypto. It's stupid. I love Trump, but I think the shilling of cryptocurrency is unnecessary and unwelcome. Cryptocurrency is gambler crap, whereas honestly, getting into stocks, getting into precious metals, I think that's the way to go. Me personally. But you know what? Everybody's got their own thing. If you want to be a gambler, go be a gambler. You know, that's your choice. I don't think you should, and you should talk to gambling helplines if you have a gambling problem. There's like, what was it, 1-800-GAMBLING or something like that? I can't remember what it is. But anyway, if you're a gambler, stop gambling. Just, I don't know. Gambling's just so stupid. If you're gambling and you're constantly losing and you don't have a strategy that works, just stop gambling. Just stop it. I think gambling sucks, dude. I like to swing trade. That's the closest thing to gambling I do is swing trading the Vanguard Total World Index. That's about the closest we get. Feels like you have not really... Dude, I think my positions through all the time, dude. I'm giving you some pretty articulate answers. Bitcoin has no intrinsic value. That is all anybody needs to know. If it has no natural value, then it sucks. Good job, Bendova. Glad you made a lot of money on FanDuel, but like... You gotta get lucky sometimes. Hey, if you get lucky at the casino and you have more positives than negatives, then you know what? Do your thing. I don't condone gambling. I think gambling is stupid. I think if you don't have a real strategy that gets you to win, I think winning is more important. So if you're doing something that's considered gambling, but you have a formula of winning consistently, okay, then that's fine. But if you're constantly losing and losing and losing and losing, honestly, gambling is a poor person's habit, straight up. Clearly holding a few opposing values, and it's making you uncomfortable. What? No, Sailor, the only thing making me uncomfortable is you. Honestly, if anything, you just agitate the shit out of me. You and that little spam artist, Ricky, are pissing me off. Tim Smith says, I got caught at the border with an entire hard drive of Tim Wall's NFTs. My case is pending. Tim Smith was smuggling NFTs across the Canadian border to the U.S. I wanted those NFTs, Tim. I wanted those Tim Wall's NFTs, bro. Why did you lose my precious Tim Wall's NFTs? How? Tell me, how am I supposed to live without you? You guys are all a bunch of gamblers. Brad. I love Brad, dude. So by pointing out clear contradictions, I am making you uncomfortable. No, man, that is your cognitive dissonance. Dude, you know you mentioned the Dunning-Kruger effect earlier, Sailor. I think you're part of the Dunning-Kruger effect. I think you think that you are more competent than you actually are. I bet you're a freaking moron. That's my bet. If I'm going to gamble, I bet that you're not as great as you think you are. And I think you're a pompous fool. And look, Bitcoin will always have an intrinsic value of 0. There's no, but by the way, I'm a competent investor. I know that because I have a proven track record, right? I'm irritated. I think it's because you think you're making a point. I hate it when idiots like you think you're making a point, but you're really not. You are not actually making any points. You're just annoying. I don't know even what we're arguing about. All I know is Bitcoin sucks. It's pretty much a legal Ponzi scheme. Well, we talk about investing primarily. We do talk a little bit about politics, but we talk about investing primarily on this channel, just to let you guys know. But I think that Bitcoin's a Ponzi scheme. And I assume this dude, in my assumption I think is correct, is a crypto shill. You're right. Actually, you know what? You're name calling in a sense too, because you think that you're questioning contradictions, right? You're not. What contradictions are you questioning? The fact that I bet against Bitcoin because I think it's worthless? I love betting against Bitcoin because it is worthless and I make a lot of money doing it. So what are we getting at here? Hey, I'm not a fan of what Trump is doing. Just because he promotes crypto doesn't mean he's a bad person. I think he's a moron for it, but I like Trump, though. You know, you can't always be proud of everything your daddy does. It's good. I mean, it's funny. I got into Bitcoin really early, and I still hold my Bitcoin position, even though I bet against Bitcoin heavily. I only hold it just in case you fools are right. Yeah, you can like somebody and think that something that they're doing makes them moronic. It's not a contradiction. People are both smart and dumb. It doesn't mean, people can be both. And human beings are a mixture of intelligent and idiots, right? So, for instance, I have a lot of intelligent thoughts, and I also have a lot of stupid thoughts. Does that make me stupid? It depends on how many stupid thoughts I have. If my thoughts are entirely ridiculous and stupid, then sure, maybe I'm an idiot. Maybe I'm a moron. I think Trump, for the most part, is not an idiot, but even smart people can believe in stupid things. You know what I mean? No, anybody can have moronic thoughts, including you, Sailor. I bet you have a ton of moronic thoughts. Dude, Trump coin is absolutely a scam. All cryptocurrencies are scams. All cryptocurrencies are pyramid schemes, Ponzi schemes. That's what they are. Absolutely, 100%. Blue Nocipity says Sailor probably has a lot of narcissism and he don't know. Yeah, look, I think that this guy is probably pretty much a narcissist, and he, this Sailor guy thinks he's one-upping all of us, but in all reality, dude, you're just sitting on the chat and just, dude, I have moronic thoughts every day. I just have so many years more of filtering those thoughts. Yeah, I mean, like, look, you can have you could be a smart person and believe in dumb crap, right? Trump is a smart person. He just believes in something stupid. Like a lot of these crypto shills, like Michael Saylor, overall is an intelligent dude. But his love of crypto, I think, has muddled his mind. I really do. I think his love of crypto has muddled his mind. Now, give yourself a little more credit, random player. Give yourself a little more credit. You know, I just want to say this, Sailor. I don't believe in living in a world of absolutisms. Just because somebody... Look, you can be a smart person and believe in a couple stupid things. That happens. Trump happens to endorse crypto. I'm not a fan of that at all. It pisses me off to no end. It doesn't mean he's an idiot. It means that he believes in something stupid, sure. But believing in something stupid doesn't ultimately make you a moron. Even highly intelligent people believe in stupid stuff. For instance, doctors are terrible with money. Statistically speaking, most doctors who make a lot of money are traditionally very poor with their accounting. Like, they just are so bad with money. Like, they just spend money frivolously on stupid shit, right? And you would think, well, that person's smart, but they're doing so many dumb actions. Now, you could be a smart person, but commit quite a few dumb actions. Ultimately, you're still an intelligent person in your craft, and that's, you know, it's all relative. You can't just be an absolutely dumb person because you're dumb with money, for example. I think that there are plenty of intelligent people who just suck with money. I don't know why. It's not hard to create a balance sheet. Dude, some people can be... Look, I call Trump a moron, sure. Ultimately, I think he's intelligent, but I think when it comes to crypto, when he starts talking about crypto, I'm like, dude, that's moronic. That's stupid. Crypto's a grift. It's just my belief. But I think the best thing that people can do for themselves is stay off social media. For one, I think staying off social media is a healthy thing. Social media is just bad for you in general. I'd like to see more people just stay away from social media. I think they'll just have happier lives if they do. Yeah, you're correct, Google account. It is tough to lose money in this current market, without a doubt. But yeah, everything's going up. But what happens when a bear market happens? Well, that's one of the reasons why I swing trade the VT, because if a bear market happens, you bet your ass I'm going to buy as much Vanguard Total World Index as I can. Absolutely, that's smart, Sailor. I appreciate that, man. That's smart. It's good that you got... Well, look, I actually just deleted the apps. I still have social media accounts. I just don't ever go on them. The only thing that's close to social media that I go on is YouTube, but I primarily create content on here. I don't like to... I'll browse content if it's educational on here, but that's about the extent of it. Tim Smith says, have you heard of the small island of Nauru? It's the richest place on Earth for mining, but they spent all the money, never made an investment, and now the mining is over and it's the poorest place. You see, that's the thing. Man, one of the reasons why I love the Vanguard Total World Index is because I'm constantly exposed. That fund itself is exposed to everything. Everything under the sun. Every investment you could ever... Well, I wouldn't say every investment you could ever imagine, but the majority. You got the entire U.S. stock market. 60% of the VT is the entire U.S. stock market, and 40% of it is pretty much international stocks, whether it's emerging markets, developed markets, or whatever. But the Vanguard Total World Index is my favorite ETF to swing trade, because when it comes to swing trading, I love making quick money from the volatility, the natural volatility of the world market, right? And in a weird way, it's kind of cool because I am playing with the volatility of the world, right? Sometimes an event will happen that'll make all the markets crash, whether it's the international and the U.S., And when that happens and the VT collapses, I'm there to buy more VT. I will always buy more VT on the dip. That's like the best thing to do, is buy VT on the dip. But yeah, I'm constantly playing the volatility. I think as one should. I really do think it's the smartest thing that one can do. I realized I got to charge my phone a little bit. Give me 1 second, folks. Dude, Ricky, how is Bitcoin, crypto how is that a hedge against inflation? Because of fixed supply, decentralized, it's still strings of data. All Bitcoin is strings of data in a complex program. All right, that's all it is. And yeah, the proof of work systems are incredible, by the way. Crypto is not money, it's strings of data. When I buy Bitcoin, I'm not putting my money into Bitcoin. I'm actually taking my $10 and I'm trading that $10 for a string of data. That's the real way to look at it. There is no money in crypto. There is no money in crypto. All it is strings of data backed by nothing. Nothing. Bitcoin is garbage. Garbage. It has no worth, no intrinsic value. Hey, you got it, my brony brother. I am the gayest. Like, here's the thing. People who think Bitcoin is valuable, I talk to them, and I look at them the same way that I do flat earthers. I'm like, come on, man. Come on. You know the world is not flat. You know Bitcoin has no intrinsic value. Okay, verifiable ownership. Okay, verifiable ownership of a piece of data. You literally are owning strings of data. There's nothing there. There is nothing there. It's as worthless as the dollar. The dollar's worthless. The only thing I care about are my assets. I want assets that are backed by something. I want stocks. I want actual companies. I want gold. I want silver. I want real estate. I want it. Even bonds. I'm not a big fan of bonds. I like the guaranteed yields, though, right? Actually, yes. Stocks, if I have one share of any stock, if I have one share of Coca-Cola, I am an owner in Coca-Cola. I'm a minority shareholder, but I am a shareholder. I am invested in that. Yeah, land is good. But look, stocks are real too. Stocks are just as real. It's a proof of ownership. I'm an owner of Coca-Cola. I'm a minority shareholder, but I'm still an owner. Ownership is ownership, even at a very small scale. My one share is just as important as somebody who has 1 million. Obviously, the person who has 1 million shares of Coca-Cola has more weight and more pull, or however millions of shares are out there. But it's all a grift. All the crypto markets are grifts. It's all ridiculous. It's all stupid. It's all a bunch of stupid meme coins. There's no difference between a meme coin and Bitcoin. They're all stupid. They're all ridiculous. And I'm just not buying it, man. It's all scammy. But I can explain for days why Bitcoin is a scam. For days and days, said it all, nothing to say at all, nothing to say that matters. There we go, dude, the Dunning-Kruger effect right there. Sailor's like, some coins actually have utility, but I really don't want to have to explain that. Oh, please enlighten me, Sailor, how some cryptocurrencies are actually valuable when they're still bullshit. When they're still absolute garbage. Yeah, tell me how it's valuable and how it has utility. What does it do? Well, tell me, Sailor, what does it do? Me. God, grow up, dude. Grow the fuck up, dude. You know crypto's grifto. It's all grifter currency, man. Look, as I mentioned last stream, it has greater fool economics, all right? There's no cash flow, there's no dividend, or no productive use backing Bitcoin. The price requires a constant stream of new buyers paying more than the last. It is classic greater fool theory dynamics. Come on, brothers. Dude, Bitcoin is literally the greater fool theory in practice. It really is. And it's a great, you can do a study on this because the crypto markets are full of scammers anyway. It does have by the way, there's a Ponzi style payoff pattern because there's no organizer. Without the organizer, obviously. Early adopters and promoters profit largely from later entrants' money. That payoff pattern rhymes with a Ponzi, even if it lacks a single mastermind, right? So there's extreme concentration plus thin real liquidity. A small number of whales and exchanges control a large share of supply and order flow. That's a big deal. That makes manipulation easier. Spoofing, wash trades, coordinated pumps, and retail the exit liquidity. It's basically gambling. It's fancy gambling, but there's more manipulation behind it. There's so much manipulation in the crypto markets. It blows my mind. And I love how people keep telling me that it's safe or that when you trade your money for crypto, it's a store of value. Let me tell you something, dude. I have a variety of exchange-traded funds, individual stocks. I do own crypto, even though I think crypto is grifto. I do have Bitcoin, unfortunately. But I do bet against Bitcoin because I think Bitcoin is stupid. Bitcoin is ridiculous, dude. Like, it just shocks the hell out of me that somebody wouldn't want to bet against it. But I'm transparent, though. I bet against that shit. I think it's stupid. But yeah, I also own... Man, I own a ton of real estate investment trusts. I own it all, man. I own as many different things as possible. I'm exposed across the globe. Ricky, I'm not even going to begin to point out the irony of your statement. Can you just replace... stocks are manipulated, don't get me wrong. But naturally, if a company has intrinsic value, you could figure out if what you're investing in is valuable in the long term. I can't figure out the intrinsic value of Bitcoin because there is no intrinsic value. It is zero. By the way, what you meant to say, Ricky, is stocks and crypto are manipulated because large institutions, insiders, and algorithms can influence prices through coordinated trading, information control, and market psychology. Dude, are you saying that cryptocurrencies are not affected by those things? Because they absolutely are. If you're telling me that cryptocurrencies are not affected by hype, coordinated trading, insiders, institutions, then you are a bigger fool than I could ever imagine. Crypto is probably the most highly manipulated. I don't even like calling it an asset. I want to call it fake asset because it's not real asset of all time. Yeah, but at least I can make... Okay, but here's the thing. Even if stocks are manipulated, even if the prices are manipulated, I don't really care. Do you want to know why? Because I know what the actual value of a company is. So if a company is extremely overvalued in the market, I probably won't invest in it because it's extremely overvalued, right? I'm going to get into a company that has reasonable valuations. I'm okay with paying a premium to get into a company as long as the company's good. I'm okay with paying a premium to buy Coca-Cola stock because I can measure Coca-Cola stock's actual book value, its actual intrinsic value. If you take away the stock market price for a company, and if you take away the crypto market's price for a specific crypto, and you look at two just as they are without looking at the market prices, I can tell you why Coca-Cola is valuable. I can't tell you why crypto or what any crypto is valuable. Dude, you can be a minority shareholder and still benefit. I benefit through getting a dividend, through the price appreciation over time of the stock. Dude, as a shareholder, I rock. I have a good time with it. I'm a long-term investor. Now, I do swing trade a little bit. I only swing trade 20% of my portfolio just to keep the portfolio, living and breathing in a certain way. But at the same time, I do believe that cryptocurrencies are grifter currencies. It's all grifter shit. Sailor, stop acting like you know a thing or any. Stop acting like you know about anything. All right, I'm sick of pompous assholes like you coming in the chat. It pisses me off, dude. It pisses me off. I don't like pompous assholes. Like I'm a little bit of a pompous dick, but like you haven't proven shit. The only thing that you've proven is that you seem to be a little cozy with the idea of crypto. You seem pretty cozy with it. I think that's what surprises me the most, man. Brad. Where's Brad at, dude? We need Brad. See, Ricky, that sort of level, by the way, that level of promotion makes me realize that crypto's a big grift. All crypto's a grift. Look at this. So look at what Ricky just said. The future is now. Join and buy crypto today. Don't miss out. Dude, that's cult level. That is some cult level promotion right there. So what I've determined is crypto is not just a worthless asset. It's a digital liability, and it's a digital cult. There's people that are willing to throw their entire life savings away for something that is intrinsically worthless. Tyler, decentralization's nice, but it shouldn't be in everything. Look, just because something is new and exciting doesn't mean that you should get on board with it. Look, crypto may be new and flashy, but it's still worthless, is my point. It's not going to replace currency. That's stupid. No, you seem like you're pretty cozy to crypto, though. I don't even know what your point is. I have no idea what your point is. Sailor, I got zero clue, man. What the hell is your point? What are you getting at? And yeah, I don't mind. I don't even know you personally, so I don't know how any of these are personal attacks. I have no idea who you are personally. You just seem like a crypto supporter. It's a fair assumption. Tyler, your mind is set in concrete? All right. Yeah, I just don't trust any currencies at all. I mean, I do prefer that a currency be backed by at least something. At this point, I think it's just best to hold gold. That's my opinion. I don't hold any currencies. I think all currencies are a waste of time. And that's just it. Sorry, you guys, I got distracted. All I got to say is all this pro-crypto crap in the channel's pissing me off. On the channel chat, I should say. Crypto is a grift. I like it sloppy. That's it. I'm only answering super chats. Tired of you crypto shills. If you guys want my attention, give me a super chat, because I'm not going to indulge. I'm not going to indulge this garbage. Michael Saylor. Bitcoin is Clickcoin. Bitcoin's garbage, dude. We all know it. Oh my god. We all know that Bitcoin sucks, right? Bitcoin is Clickcoin. Bitcoin is Clickcoin. All right, you guys ready? Dude, Ricky, I was listing out reasons. Did you not hear the reasons why crypto's a scam, right? So the narrative is shape-shifting. All right, when peer-to-peer cash didn't scale, by the way, basically the pitch morphed into digital gold and inflation hedge, uncorrelated asset, and institutional adoption. Moving goalposts are common in these types of grifts. Come on, brother. There's opaque plumbing as well. Risky intermediaries. Hello. People are told not your keys, not your coins. Yet most hold frickin' BTC on centralized platforms, which has a history. History is full of blowups like hacks, insolvencies, rehypothecation, whatever the hell that means. I can't remember what that even means. Where the customer funds vanish and the protocols honestly don't protect you from custodians. There's also retail hostile market structure, 24/7 lightly regulated venues, high leverage, and perverse incentives create a casino where insiders see the order book and retail chases spikes. That's fertile ground for scams, even if Bitcoin itself is just code, right? So volatility defeats its stated purpose. A currency must be a stable unit of account and medium of exchange. 10 to 30% swings in days make it unusable for pricing, wages, rent, groceries. So speculation, not utility, drives demand. It's all speculation. Also, there's an inelastic supply, plus boom and bust demand. Fixed supply with wildly variable demand produces bubble mechanics by design. When demand fades, there's no fundamental floor, no earnings or liquidation value. What I'm trying to say is this: Bitcoin is valueless. Yeah. Let's see. Most of the people come out at night. Most of the people who watch my show come out at night, Mr. Sailor. Bitcoin just tanked again a few minutes ago, the Garza effect. Dude, I don't know. I mean, all I know is that Bitcoin's a scam. I bet against Bitcoin. I do hold Bitcoin. I never sold my original Bitcoin holdings just in case I was wrong. I still believe I'm right, by the way. But yeah, the Garza effect, dude. Let's see. How far did Bitcoin crash? By the way, you guys ready? I'm doing lasagna in a can today. Chef Boyardee lasagna in a can. Are you guys ready for this shit? I don't think you guys are prepared. I don't think anybody's prepared for this shit. I'm just checking real quick. Hey, thank you. The Major General gifted one fun exclusive content. Song Jones just received a gift membership from the Major General. Thank you, by the way, the Major General. What a stud, dude. Thank you for the gifted membership. We really do appreciate it on this channel more than ever. Chill Toad just sent me 10 joules. Dude, look. This stream is a scam. Chef Boyardee. Dude, one of the reasons why I'm rich is because I don't spend a lot of money on food. Occasionally for lunch, I will have this is my light lunch, by the way. This is a light lunch for me right here. I love having a light lunch and a hefty dinner. All right? So, boom. So, thank you, Chill Toad. I appreciate the jewels. The jewels! Beefaroni is pretty good, though. I do have the beefaroni, but I do love the lasagna in a can, by the way. This stuff's awesome. right, guys, Zaddy is back. Zaddy! All right. Thank you, the Major General. I appreciate it. Thank you, random player. Yeah, and that's the thing, man. A lot of people get into Bitcoin thinking that it is for some reason worth something, but in all reality, bubblenomics, and I've studied bubbles. I've studied lots of bubbles. Lots of bubbles. I'm the best bubble studier of all time. No, but so like the tulip bubble is my favorite example, but I do believe that Bitcoin has a lot of similarities to the No, but I do believe that there's a lot of similarities between the tulip bulb bubble of like, what was it, 1600s or whatever, versus today's Bitcoin crypto bubble. I play a few games. I've been playing Quake Champions a little bit as that new free-to-play one. The I can't speak. The free-to-play PC game that came out for Quake. I don't really play a lot of video games anymore, and a lot of the games that I play are usually on like older consoles, like PlayStation and stuff. Well, why are you procrastinating, man? What do you gotta? What are you developing? Well, I guess you probably work for a company, so you probably can't say what you're developing. But yeah, I was gonna say, I think it's is the task at hand a little too daunting? You want to know if it's genius or shitty? No, it's cool that you made a poop minigame, though. You're a solo developer. Yeah, okay. So, what's got you hung up? Like, are you trying to create a certain function in the code that you're developing? Like, what is the code even centered around? Is it just like an app? Is it a computer program? Is it like a web app, a web game? Like, what are we talking about here? Also, what programming languages are involved? I know I'm asking a lot of questions, but like, do you develop with like Python, for example? I like Python, by the way. I used to be very old school and use C++ for a lot of stuff, but I love just the ease of use of Python and so many of the different use cases and different ways I can use data in it. Python's incredible. I'm super gay for it. I don't like how relaxed the language structure is, though. I understand why it is that way, but that's the only thing about Python that I'm not a big fan of. But yeah, no, if you're honestly programming games in Python, Python makes things a little bit way easier than expected. I actually thought about, maybe picking up Java again, Work is work no matter what you are doing. I'm going to launch on Steam. Just quit a project I worked on for 100 days. So you're launching a game on Steam. By the way, I don't mind promoting projects, just to let you know. So I like supporting people who are developing games and stuff, because the only thing I've ever developed is just stuff for my own self personally, just little trinkets here and there, certain cool software programs, but nothing crazy, Decided after 10 plus years to switch to Got It. So just began GD script in the last month, which is basically Python with different libraries, so basically the same. Ooh, that sounds interesting. Godot, you said? Let me look that up, because I do like learning from other people. So you said Godot? Let me see here. Oh, Godot is a game engine. Okay. Oh, interesting. So godotengine.org, it looks like. So your free open source game engine, develop your 2D and 3D games, cross-platform projects, or even XR ideas. Oh, okay. Really cool. Interesting. Let me look this up. I'm actually going to bookmark this. This looks really neat. Go.engine, because I have been thinking about developing games just for fun, and Space Parody is a solid game, but realized the content stretch would take me about 4 years to finish solo, so I'm abandoning it. Hey, I think I love seeing people create independent games, man. I think it's awesome. Sailor says my current game on Steam is dead, so don't worry about it. I have not even launched a page for my current project. Well, okay, the game that's dead on Steam, I could try to revive it. Do you mind saying what that game is called? Because I could look it up on Steam right now and I could download it, man. And I would not mind. Because like I said, I like supporting people. I mean, look, independent game developers, they really inspire me. So, Sailor, just hearing you talk about this and hearing you in the chat inspires the shit out of me. So, if you don't mind me asking, what is the name of the game? Oh, Space Cowboy Radio is what it's called. Okay. Hey, dude, this looks really cool. Looks like it's a bit of a 2D game, so it's an indie action. So Space Cowboy Radio is an indie action RPG where you pilot customizable ships and destroying combat, level up mechanics. Hey, you guys, if anybody's watching in the chat, check this game out. It looks pretty cool. I have enough to release a demo now, but pulled out of Next Fest because I just realized I don't want to spend 4 years. Okay. That's understandable, man. Sometimes you got to know when to get out of a project. I get that. I totally get that, man. Well, the screenshots look pretty cool. And you're called BitSpark Studios, huh? Hell yeah. Six characters, dialogue, each branching systems, level systems, so many systems. I just couldn't say. Hey, I think it's great, man. Well, if you do, by the way, if you do end up releasing any games, even if they're simple games, try to let me know, man. I'd be more than happy to review the game. Like, I'd be happy to play it live on stream sort of thing, because I love streaming games. And I, like I said, I love supporting indie developers. And I was thinking I might even do live streams where I play indie games, try to look up really cool indie developers and really try to get their, preferably free to play games, obviously, because it's not always easy. I don't always like spending the money. Hey! Chill Toad just sent a laughing disco for 250 joules. Thank you. I appreciate that. Laughing disco. That's freaking tight, dude. Hell yeah. I appreciate that big time, my brony brother. That's awesome. Sailor is saying it would be doable with 6 people, but there's a weird aspect of solo game devs. You only have so much time. Your releases are... Well, how about this? What if you... And here's the thing. I have no room to give suggestions because I don't full-time develop software. I only occasionally make little software programs that help me out in automating certain tasks. But have you thought about... maybe combining 2 classic games together? For example, the essence of creativity is really combining 2 or more unique things and creating a new product. That's really the basis of originality and creativity. So what if you were to take, for example, because you don't need to develop the next great grandiose game. What if you were to just create a very fun game, a fun, effective game that sold decently? For example, you combine Pac-Man with Frogger. If you can go to the oldest of games, right? You can go to the older games and get inspiration from those. What's fun is gaining inspiration from older stuff. That's perfect. It's great, dude. So and look, like I said, I've got no room to give you suggestions because I don't consider myself a real software developer. I've never really published anything. I've only ever programmed in C++ to, create simple little things for myself that I need. Ain't nothing crazy. Monday. So Sailor's doing a mundane job simulator with a horror subplot. That's awesome. I like that. Working. It's crazy, but here's the thing, man. The longer the government shutdown happens, the longer people are going to be without the EBT, It sucks, man. Hold on. Put a little more Diablo sauce in there. Kind of ham with this. Yeah, dude. I love adding Diablo sauce to anything. The Taco Bell Diablo sauce is the greatest. Sailor says, I've been coding for like 12 years. Well, specifically in games. I started coding as a kid. Never get over the imposter syndrome. Hey, here's the thing, man. When I started doing YouTube, I had imposter syndrome like crazy. And I realized, I was like, I'm just as smart and capable as any of these big time YouTubers, right? And sometimes you got to be a little delusional. So the best way to get over imposter syndrome is to kind of be a little delusional about how good you are. And suddenly you start becoming that version of yourself, Every time I do a video, I say I'm the greatest media personality on YouTube. And I believe that. Before I do a live stream, I tell myself, hey, I'm the greatest media personality on YouTube, and everybody's going to see that today. Every time, even though obviously some of my shows fall short, but it forces me to keep trying, right? So the one thing I can tell you is this: imposter syndrome prevents you from trying. All right? So I want you to do a little exercise that helped me when you can, okay? And I mean this. I mean this, man. I'm not just shooting fire up your ass. I'm not just shooting smoke up your ass right now. I'm being serious. So what I did, I constantly remind myself if I'm feeling a little bit down on myself, if I know that I'm being down on myself, I'm like, dude, I'm the best. I'm the best. Like, I know it sounds stupid. This is going to sound really corny, by the way, but sometimes just saying I'm the best at what I do. I'm powerful. I'm the best. I got this. Reassure yourself. It's okay to be a little delusional, by the way. And look at me now. I could have gave up on YouTube a long time ago. I could have, but I didn't. I'm sorry I'm eating while I'm talking to you, but I could have gave up so long ago, but I didn't. I really believe I'm the best. And here's the thing, Sailor. Don't compare yourself to anybody. Just say, I'm the best at what I'm doing. I'm the best software developer out here. I got this. Suddenly, your mind opens up when you start telling yourself these things. I'm serious. Because you're going to have so many... I'm curious, Sailor. How many people have you had in your life that made you feel like dirt? That made you feel lower than dirt? Constantly told you, that's childish. That's stupid. Don't go after that. Blah, blah, blah. How many people in your life have negatively impacted you, Sailor? Because if there have been, there were plenty in my life, I'll tell you that. One of the reasons why I have this delusion about myself is that but hey, man, it's okay to have confidence. By the way, Sailor, it's okay to have confidence, even to the point of a little bit of arrogance. All right? It's okay to be confident in your abilities and think, you know what? I have a lot to offer here. It's okay to admit that you have a lot to offer, man. Tosca, what up? Tosca says hi. What up, Tosca? My brony brother. I have so many brony brothers on this channel. Thank you for the super chat, though, by the way, Tosca. We're going to give that a heart. Post that up. Thank you for the donation. Appreciate you. How you doing today, Tosca? We're talking a little bit about Tim Smith, and we're just talking about a few things, actually. We're talking about investing in 2025. We're talking about a little software development. We're going all over the place, but we're kind of, I love letting the chat kind of dictate the next step of the show. Tim Smith says, developing EBT recipients trained, working to avoid starvation. Oh, man. Tosca said, thank you for that donation, Tosca. I really appreciate it. Confidence isn't bad. Exactly. Confidence is a positive. Just like Tosca said, man, confidence is a good thing. I'll tell you, I would not be where I'm at right now on this channel without the confidence I had and that I still have. Sailor said, like, I'll get this game made. It's in gray box now and already fun. But I promise, if you begin game dev, you'll always have a sinking feeling that you don't know what you're doing. Yeah. Sailor said, Eric Barone, Stardew Valley hated his game before it was released. Released it, yeah. In moderation, most things are good, without a doubt. What type of software? Yeah, I am curious, though. So, Tosca, Sailor said that he's starting to use Godot engine. And it's an engine that allows you to develop your 2D and 3D games, cross-platform, and even like XR ideas. This is really cool, man. I kind of want to get into this. In fact, yeah, this Godot engine looks really cool. Yeah, I'm going to definitely download this for sure. In fact, you know what? I'm going to download it right now. I'm about ready to install Godot engine. It looks pretty cool, man. Recently decided to go open source as most of my other tools. Yeah, open source is fantastic, dude. I'm assuming that you've used tools like Blender before to do 3D models and stuff like that. Blender's one of my favorites, dude. I love Blender as far as 3D modeling software that's free. I haven't used it in a while, though. I'm assuming it's still free, at least. Tosca says game devs can be a miserable lot. Sounds legit. Random player says I hate Unity. The red errors make me go ree. Though, for those that don't know what an engine is, it's a way for people who can't write code from scratch the opportunity to pretend like they can. Hey, I think a good game engine, I think it's easier to use an existing game engine than actually program one from scratch. You know, I mean, I guess if you're developing like a 3D game, you know, I think like the OpenGL library should be enough for the most part. I would assume if you're like developing a 3D If you're developing a 3D game from scratch, using the OpenGL libraries should help in the process. Yeah, I mean, it does make the process a lot faster for sure. Yeah, this looks kind of cool, man. I was just kind of looking it over. Random player has almost all the RPG makers. Heck yeah. Yeah, I think it's good to learn all the fundamentals of the actual language that the engine is written on. For example, I think that I think this particular engine's written using the Python libraries, if I was hearing Sailor correctly. It was written with Python, basically. Yeah, I mean, like, I think it's good. Like, game development's incredible, man. Some of that shit's just a little over my head from time to time. Oh, okay, Godot is written in C++. That's awesome. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. That is true. I got to admit, the mechanics of Magic the Gathering are very interesting. I mean, I got to admit, I'm not the smartest Magic the Gathering player. In fact, I am the worst in my group of friends in playing Magic. I'm okay with that, by the way. I'm strong in many other aspects of my life, but my Magic game is it's bad. I am a terrible Magic player, but I do enjoy playing the game. And you can enjoy playing something and be bad at it, trust me. For instance, I enjoy football. I'm not the greatest football player, but I enjoy playing, that sort of thing. Hasbro wanted to turn Magic the Gathering and Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon for profit. That doesn't shock me at all. I mean, hey, look, every company's trying to make a bit of a, trying to get their nut. I get that, but, it definitely blows when they're taking the excitement of the game out of it, when they're focusing more on the money aspect and not because, the money comes when the product's good. If the product's good, then the money will come. That's the way I look at it. That's the way I see it, at least. What product? Whose product? Zach is definitely a troll, dude. I love eating on stream, man. Well, since I stream so much and I like to cook my own meals, I was like, well, it gives me an opportunity to step away for a second, put the meals in the pot, put the timer on, and then get back to talking with you guys. But yeah, I do like to eat on stream quite a bit. That's true. Thank you. Thanks for pointing that out, Tosca. Oh yeah, Tosca, I'm not afraid to eat on stream at all. I love it. I like being I'm a sloppy eater. That's kind of part of the fun. This lasagna is actually kind of good. So I intentionally made it a spicy lasagna. I put 3 packets of Taco Bell Diablo sauce. I'm always singing about Joe Biden, though. Zachary. I like Joe Biden. He is number one. I love him. I think he's lots of fun. Okay, I don't really like Joe Biden. Tosca, my interests outside of streaming pretty much consist of, I do like to do software development for sure. Mainly software development. I love running. I love playing basketball. A lot of my interests, though, are pretty much exercising. I love exercise. I love reading. I'm a big reader. Investing is a big deal. I love investing. A lot of my extra money, a lot of the extra money that I make comes from like swing trading the VT, for example, and swing trading the S-bit. Which, by the way, I gotta see if those actually dropped. Oh, Bitcoin crashed. What's new? Just did a quick swing trade here. Who's the man with the plan? I'm the man. $28.80. Okay. That's nice. It's a quick little profit right there. I love it. Tosca, yeah, dude. But yeah, I have plenty of interests. Oh, you're talking about with singing. Head voice, chest voice, mixed. I do a little bit of a mixture. 'Cause I'm going. This is my head voice. This is how I sing with my head. And then this is where I go chest voice. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Here I go now. Here I go. And that's how I sing right there from the chest. And then I go, hi, running wild among all the stars above. So I do a little high, a little low. Like Alex Jones right here. Yeah, like Alex Jones, yeah. Exactly. So I'm pulling it off, man. I'm doing the impossible. Thank you, Major General. I appreciate that. Doing a mixture between head voice and chest voice, that might be a little tough. Let me see. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's I have to do one or the other. I don't know how to combine chest and voice. Like chest and head voice. That's tough, dude. I guess I could try there. You see, it just sounds weird. I can't do it. I bet if I experimented enough, I could probably do a chest and head voice. Kind of like, yeah, 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 here I go again. Oh, yeah, oh, can you tell me more? Oh, you know, like I could do that sort of like, that's still pretty bad. That's rough, dude. That's a rough one. Yeah, even American Idol would be like, nope. No, thank you. Just sing what I hear in my mind? Absolutely. Start with it in your chest and push your... Okay. Yeah, 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 where am I? You know, like, so I could be like, hey, hey, yeah, I know where I'm going. But tonight I'm going strong. But tonight I'm in a man thong. That's as bad. My high voice is very shitty. My low voice is never gonna give you up. We've known each other for so long. See, that's kind of a more natural voice right there. Because I usually speak. I kind of have a chest voice when I speak a little bit. But it just depends. I've got a very odd way of doing it, though. I would not say that was any good, but I appreciate it. I try my best. I do enjoy singing, but I don't think I'm that great at singing. I think I could probably do pretty decently as a lead singer in a band, but not like a big band, maybe like a bar band, you know. But it'd be fun to experiment and see how far I could get. You know, I've seen worse musicians than me become famous. So I'm totally, even if I never got famous as a musician, I don't really give a shit. Fame is not what I'm after. I'm just after, like, I mean, I like attention, don't get me wrong. Everybody likes attention. I'm an attention hoe. But what I'm trying to do, try to be honest, trying to have fun with it. Honestly, I want this show to keep growing in subscribership. Was really the goal here. And I do believe that I am more talented than most of the YouTube personalities. I feel like most of the podcasts have nothing to talk about. They don't question anything. They're too busy kissing the guest's ass. You know, hey, driving with Spice, what up? How you doing? Good to see you on the chat. Hey, Tosca, thank you for the $2 Vine, man. I appreciate you. My Bruni brother. Yeah, maybe they do. I mean, but just because you work harder doesn't mean that you're better. Not all the time. Sometimes they're just so persistent that they just get hurt eventually. But, you know, my main goal... You know, I mean, I work pretty hard in this show. It's paid off. I will admit the hard work that I put in is paid off. 10,000 bees, I think that's the case. That might be the case. But thank you, Tosca, for the $2 super chat. I'm going to keep that up for a bit. Make sure you guys subscribe to Tosca's channel. And give me just a few more moments. My Brony brothers. Here we go. Hard work beats talent every time, bro. I mean, honestly, though, like if you suck at let's say you suck at singing, right? And you keep working really, really hard to get better, but you still suck at singing no matter what. You just don't have the vocal talent for it. There comes a point where a lack of talent can be a detriment. I think talent mixed with hard work is a big deal. Like, for example, I could work as hard as I want at being a basketball player, but chances of me going to the pros, even if I were to do everything I needed to do or even beyond that, probably pretty slim. So you do, like, even though I'm pretty unrealistic with a lot of stuff, I do like to keep in mind that there are limitations that everybody has. If you really are a shitty singer and you're trying everything to get better, you know, blah. It just depends where you go. Yeah, I mean, I do. I believe in what I believe in what I'm talking about. I believe that diversification is the key. I believe that Bitcoin sucks. I believe long-term investing matters as long as what you're holding in your portfolio actually matters. But yeah, diversifying across the globe is one of my main priorities, which is one of the reasons why I love the Vanguard Total World Index as a swing tradable product. All crypto's a grift, my man. This is my quantitative. But what's up, Brony Brothers, man? My Brony-onies. Got some chips. I am hungry. You guys, are my boobs getting a little too big? DJ Santy, I'm already a big boy, dude. I'm a big boy. Thank you for the sub, man. Hey, Roger that. Thank you for subbing. I appreciate you, my brony brother. Hell yeah. I try to be fit. I'm naturally a big boy, though, but I will admit I'm a lot more active than I was when I was working the other job. I actually have a lot more fun now. Because I'm able to actually exercise a lot more.
Laugh out loud.
DJ Santi, I just ate a can of Chef Boyardee lasagna. It doesn't get any healthier than that. Cheers. You guys want to see me do some push-ups? All right. I'm going to try to do 10 push-ups, all right? Four more. Now, I only did 8. Tosca, that's a good idea. Streaming's fun, man. I love doing this stream stuff. I'm all about that, man. Dude, my knees were up. My whole body was up, man. I think you do a fine job. You just got to stay persistent, and you just got to, learn how to honestly just be you. Look, as long as you stay... So whatever the title of your stream is, try to stay within the relevance of the title of your stream. For example, the title of this live stream is Investing 2025. So that essentially means I'm staying within the realm of investing primarily in the title. So I'm constantly talking about, whether it's a very broad scope, it's a very broad paintbrush. I'm talking about Bitcoin, for example, being stupid. Thank you, Tosca. I say go for it, my friend. Look, there's really nothing. I would like to believe there's nothing holding you back, is really what I say. And if live streaming is interesting to you and you feel like honestly, just talk about what you're interested in. You had mentioned that you had played Magic the Gathering back in the day. If you still have old Magic the Gathering cards, for example, you could do live streams about Magic the Gathering and why old Magic was better than new Magic, for example. And you can argue with the chat. You can argue with the chat the way that I argue with the chat, because I'm constantly, as long as you're engaging with the chat, whether you're agreeing with them or disagreeing with them, it doesn't really matter. Engaging the chat in some capacity is one of the more important things. At least that's the way I see it. I'm a weird guy. People call me fat. People call me all sorts of names on the live chat. And none of it really gets me down because I already know I'm kind of a big boy. And if I'm fat, I'm fat. I mean, I can lose the weight, obviously. I just have to try harder. But I'm not trying hard enough. Sometimes you just got to try a little harder and a little harder. Honestly, doing live streaming has helped me develop a thicker skin. Because at first I was like, but no, I really do enjoy the smack talk from people. It's kind of fun, man. I like to think that I've perfected the art of smack talk in some degree. Yes, you better not. Thank you, DJ Santy. I appreciate you, my Bruni brother. After a week, I'd probably feel so. Yeah, sometimes it just happens, bro. If you guys were to guess, like what size do you think my dong is? JK. We're not talking about dongs. You have to 10 people now. We get a lot of people coming into the chats depending on what I'm talking about. Like right now I'm talking about investing in 2025. Look, standard investing principles still apply. Should you swing trade? I think in today's age, since there's so much interest in investing now, I think because there's so much price fluctuation on a day-to-day basis in any product, I think that investing is just as important now than it's ever been. You know what I mean? So I tend to, that's a good guess, Tosca. I'll say this, though. I'm a grower, not a shower. I'm a grower, not a shower. But we're not going to talk about danguses, all right? We don't like to talk about danguses. Tosca is saying, Michael, tell them what swing trading means, my man. So swing trading is essentially... So you've heard of day trading, right? Where you're trading during the day. You buy a position and you sell a position in hopes of a quick gain, a quick buck, right? And then there is swing trading. Swing trading is essentially day trading, but without the time constraints. So you're buying into a position in hopes that it gets bigger so you could sell it at a profit. So you're buying it at one price and wanting it to go to a higher price, obviously. So I do have a girlfriend. Surprisingly, shockingly, I've got a girlfriend, and a lot of people are surprised when they hear that I have a girlfriend, especially with how crazy I am. But she loves me. She loves me for who I am. I love her for who she is. We both have our own red flags in this life, but that's okay. Our red flags are pretty manageable. Mine is I have no filter. That's one of my biggest red flags, but, she moves past it, and she understands that I'm just a unique individual, but I mean well. So trading, can I tell you this, Tosca? Trading is not luck. In my experience, luck has nothing to do with swing trading. Now, day trading, I think you're gambling when you day trade. If you set a time limit on any of your trades, you're asking for trouble, in my opinion. So one of the things that I do is I swing trade the VT, which is called the Vanguard Total World Index ETF. And what that is it's a fund that holds up to 10,000 different holdings across the globe. Why is that so important? Why would I swing trade something so diversified? Well, the reason for that is the safety net it provides. There's a certain safety net that a diversified product has over anything else. But there is no luck. I'm telling you, Tosca, when it comes, there's either stupid trading or intelligent trading. There's no luck involved, trust me. In stupid trading, you're trading penny stocks, and yeah, you can get lucky on that for sure. But I mean, there's always risk, obviously. No matter what, there's risk in this life. But me swing trading the VT, though, I love swing trading the VT. I can't help it, man. It is my favorite product to swing trade, mainly because it's hyper diversified. And if the market's crashed globally, I would gladly buy that on the dip, man. DJ Santi says, I can't take you seriously without the mustard and frosting. Well, I plan on doing a stream tonight. Don't worry. I plan on doing a bit of a crazy stream tonight. And you guys will see me. You guys will see me looking sexy. Don't worry. I think you paid about like $50 to get the mustard last time or something like that, but I'm not going to be putting on any mustard on this stream because I do have to go to, there's an event that I'm going to. So I would not, I can't put on any mustard on this stream. Just want to let you guys know. No mustard on this stream, even for super chats. Now, later tonight, I'll be doing a crazy stream for sure tonight. That's my plan at least. That's what I hope. Roger that. I do like to do a little bit of sports coverage. So let's see. I talk about sports on occasion. I talk about like football and basketball if I see like a good headline. I love basketball, but I usually don't follow basketball until closer to the end of the season to the playoffs. Just because the regular season at this point is treated like a joke by a lot of the players, and I'm not a big fan of that. But I would call this this is a quasi sports channel for sure, because we cover sports. We cover a lot of stuff on this channel. We're not really a one trick pony. We try not to be, at least. We try to be in all sorts of stuff channel. We try to be at everything we want to be. But yeah, we really try to extend it, you know. The mustard is gone. There's no mustard here anymore. There's nothing wrong with putting mustard on my face. My brony brother. My own soul's warning. I just wanted to be the very best, like no one ever was. To catch them is my real test, to train them is my cause. And I will travel across the land, searching far and wide. Each Pokemon to understand the power that's inside. Pokemon, you gotta catch 'em, it's you and me. I know it's my destiny. Oh, you're my best friend in a world we must defend. All right, so here we go. I want to thank everybody who's joined on the stream tonight. Very happy about that. The amount of likes we've gotten on the stream, incredible. The amount of subscribers that we've gotten, also incredible. It's wild how many people come on by and then hit the subscribe button. I love it, man. So anybody who's here new, hit the subscribe button right there. Brad, you gonna bring Brad? Dude, if Brad comes on the stream, dude, I'm stoked, dude. We all love Brad. We all live for Brad. Brad. Give me Brad, dude. Brad has become an interesting staple of this show. We need Brad Lacken back. That's all there is to it. Tosca, Brad is the man, dude. Brad is the backbone of this show. Brad's in love with me. It's okay if Brad's in love with me. I don't mind that. Brad just won't admit it. Brad just won't admit that he wants my balls. And that's okay. Maybe he'll admit it one day. We're not sure, but... Gotta do what you gotta do, man. You're welcome, DJ Santy, anytime. We got everybody in the chat, man. I'm loving this. This is not beer gut. It's cookie gut. I like that. So Driving with Spice is asking, what's up with investing? I mean, the usual. I've just been swing trading lately. The VT, the Vanguard Total World Index, just because it's a highly diversified product. And if I'm going to swing trade anything, I want to swing trade the safest long-term swing trade. And Vanguard Total World Index is that safe haven in a lot of ways. I'm a huge fan of buying the dip of the VT. And then, of course, selling on the upswing, Are we in a bubble? I'm not sure. But either way, we're on the right path. The heck was that? Yeah, housing market is definitely. I would say it's definitely a bubble because there's a lot of demand, but there's a lack of supply. So in a lot of ways, I mean, real estate is far more valuable than Bitcoin. You could even argue that real estate in itself, real estate and land, is far more valuable than gold could ever imagine itself being. While gold is great, you can use land for a variety of purposes. You could even lease out the land. Driving with Spice. I don't go through a particular website. I go through a brokerage. And you could obviously use these brokerages on their websites. I use Robinhood. Robinhood is one of the brokerages I use, and the other brokerage that I use primarily is Charles Schwab. So I pretty much have boiled it down to two that I use. You should talk to a financial advisor before ever opening an account and stuff like that. It's up to you, though. But I use Robinhood and I use Charles Schwab. Those are the two brokerage accounts that I use. And as far as what you should invest in, that's up to you. Do your own due diligence. I don't like to tell people what to invest in. I let people know what I invest in. But I'm not saying that anybody should do what I do. I'm saying that people should talk to a financial advisor. The best time to start investing is right now, as soon as possible. And you don't have to have a lot of money invested. You could start with as small as $20, $50, whatever amount you want to start with. But the most important thing is to invest. It's as simple as that. I think that the problem is so many people on YouTube overcomplicate investing. Investing is simple. Buy some stock or buy an ETF, whatever. Hold it. And then try not to sell it. Just never sell it. That's the best rule. Never sell. Stay diversified too. Stay diversified. Diversification, if you diversify early, you are ahead of the curve. I mean, I do have a, if you check my links in the description below, there should be a link to my Robinhood referral link. So if you see that, you could sign up through my Robinhood referral link. That should give me some sort of credit as far as I know. But honestly, I just want to see you invest. So just sign up as soon as you can. If you want to click the link in the description, that's great. If not, I don't really care either way. I do get some perks though. I think I get like a free share or free fractional share of something, one or the other. So it's pretty cool. So there are perks to it, without a doubt. Yeah, I mean, it's great. You can start as little as $10, $20, $50. It's honestly your choice. I started my portfolio from the ground up, man. And but yeah, invest how you want to invest. Try to talk to a financial advisor. But really, I do believe staying diversified is the key. Diversify early. I believe my link is in there. Let me double check. It's possible that maybe my Robinhood link is no longer on there. I don't think I got rid of it, but then again, it probably did. Oh, you're right. I don't have my Robinhood link on there anymore. Hold on. Bear with me. Let me try to get my Robinhood link. Give me a second. Does this have it? Ugh, well, maybe not. Hold on. Let's see. Let's type in invest. Look up some of the older ones. I know I have a link in my older videos to it. There's my Robinhood link. That's where it went. I have to make sure I don't lose that. Pretty sure it still works. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Okay, so I'm going to add it to the description here. Yeah, okay, so I just added it to the description. It should be on the top of the descript. So yeah, if you feel like signing up through that particular referral link, you go for it. Anybody who wants to sign up for Robinhood, by the way, it's oh no 38. What are you talking about? Driving with Spice? Driving with Spice. What do you mean? Oh no 38. Oh, I see. You're referring to 38 Special Ed. I got you. 38 Special Ed said invested in Doge. Oh, got you. Yeah, you don't want to look. Crypto is speculative and has no intrinsic value. There's nothing good about cryptocurrencies, and I like to Luckily, I've never lost any money on crypto. Shockingly. I only really got into Bitcoin, but I bet against Bitcoin frequently just because I don't believe in it whatsoever. I just think that Bitcoin's ridiculous, and I just don't know how anybody can believe in it, you know? Hey, I got into Bitcoin early, Professor Oak. I'm sorry. And I never sold. By the way, I've made a lot of unrealized gains from Bitcoin, just to let you know. But I bet against Bitcoin because I know that eventually that bubble is going to burst. And when that bubble bursts, it's going to be a really hard burst. It's all going to come crashing down. And if you don't believe me, I don't really care. I know I'm right at the end of the day. Sovereignty, just get another drink and watch me come undone. They're selling razor blades and mirrors in the street. Pray that when I'm going down, you'll be asleep. Oh. If I ever hurt you, your revenge will be so sweet because I'm scum. And I'm your son. Yeah, physical gold and silver is the best, man. Yeah, I never missed out, man. What I'm trying to say is I got into it, man. And I love betting against it. I believe Bitcoin has hit its wall, and I believe that there is a ceiling that it's going to hit one way or another. Oh, driving with spice. You got to do what you got to do, my friend. Do what you got to do. But make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you guys want to join through Robinhood, check out my referral link in the description below. You guys might appreciate it. I'm never tired of winning, man. I love winning. Well, thank you for subscribing to that. Not subscribing, but for signing up to that Driving with Spice. Greatly appreciate it. Give me a second. Gotta check something real quick. Give me 1 second, everybody. Just some technical difficulties. I got to fix my camera. Just trying to make sure my camera is good. 1 moment. I got to check another few factors. Hey, man, I'm not tired of winning. I'm Trump. I'm Trump sexual. Now, I did say that I was Biden sexual when I did my woke stream when I was pretending to be woke. Well, I'm a man caught between two worlds. My sexuality swings towards Biden, or it swings towards Trump. I'm not too sure. It's tough. So who here is Biden sexual or Trump sexual in the house? It's okay, take your time. It's okay if you like Biden. I think everybody's a little attracted to Biden, you know what I mean? We're all a little attracted to our home dog. Ain't that right? I'll take that as a no. Nobody wants my Biden. Yeah, no, man, I'm pumped about Trump, dude. Dude, Trump, honestly, I voted for Trump in 2016, 2020, and 2024. All the years he ran, I was like, dude, hell yeah. As long as I don't have to vote for a Democrat, man, I just can't vote for Democrats anymore, dude. I just feel like people could say that Trump's ruining the country, blah, 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 but, I think they're wrong about that. I think Trump's doing a fantastic job, and I think too many people like to complain about what he's done, and it gets a little ridiculous sometimes. Give me 1 second, you guys. Oh, take your time, Spice. On that one, it's okay. Yeah, I appreciate you signing up through my link, though. That's pretty cool. Let me see if I got the referral. I've referred a few people over time, which is kind of cool. Well, let's see. I made a bit of a profit on the S bid. That's good. 188, yeah. But yeah, I will say that Vanguard Total World Index is something I love buying on the dip, man. Especially if it keeps dipping, and it's just I love diversified ETFs, and I love swing trading the because it's an easy. I mean, it's safety right there. Vanguard Total World Index is literally a big old safety net. If you think about it, it's a diversified safety net. I just feel like more people don't take it seriously enough, man. If people did, people would be happier. Okay, maybe that's a lie. If I stop lying, I'll just disappoint you. I've come undone. No, and I think the country knew that Joe. I think a lot of people, even the people who said that Joe Biden was fine, I think they secretly knew that he should not be in office, but they were so afraid of being wrong, you know? I mean, look, if Trump is bad for America, I'll admit it, but honestly, I've been looking at everything he's doing through an objective lens. I love it. I'm not saying everything he's done is good, but most of the stuff is good. Song Jones was gifted a membership earlier. What up, Song Jones? You are now officially a channel member. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about being a new Michael Garza Show member? Somebody like legitimately gifted a membership, and you of all people, Song, you got it, man. Joe Biden was beyond senile. Joe Biden! I like Joe Biden, he is number one. I love him. He is so hot. I like Joe Biden, he makes me sprung. All I know is I'm hanging in the dung. 'Cause I like Joe Biden, he's number one. He makes me feel so good, just like I knew I would. You do realize that all the Democrats have to do is vote to open the government back up, right? And then SNAP benefits, I think, come back. Yeah, so by the way, the reason the SNAP benefits are not going through is because the Democrats keep shooting down every single budget bill. All the Democrats have to do, by the way, is in the Senate is just vote yes for it. The only people holding this back is not Trump. Trump is actually not at fault here. The Democrats in the Senate appear to be at fault. I don't care if health insurance premiums go up. Why does that matter? Aren't they already low? So even if health insurance premiums go up 100 to 200%, aren't they already low per month? Hey, just because I disagree with you doesn't mean you need to block. But if you want to block, you go for it, man. I don't really care. I don't want you on my channel anyway. 111. 111, if you're going to act like a fool, I hope you block this channel. I want you to. I'm talking about 1111, this person right here, saying that health insurance premiums will increase 100 to 200%. I don't care. It doesn't matter. I don't like paying more for anything, but honestly, we'll see what happens. The Democrats are way too hyperbolic about shit. Look, we should not be relying on the federal government this much anyway. Now, do I want the SNAP benefits to go away? No. I want... look, if people... there's some people on food stamps who really need it. Absolutely. But the way to get more funding for the SNAP benefits, I know how to do that. Reopen the government. Simple. And yeah, are health insurance premiums going to go up? Yeah. It seems like a pretty small price to pay if you ask me. That's what I do. I let people speak on this channel. I let the people speak. Yeah, I mean, prices of everything have gone up, man. First off, the price of any sort of medical care has skyrocketed through the roof, man. Nobody wants to have kids because of that. It's just, health insurance is a big scam. Yeah. Here's the thing, man. I think the biggest problem is health insurance. I think health insurance needs to go away. I think if you get rid of health insurance across the board, even a government option, it would force hospitals to put down reasonable prices for things. You know. But we'll see. Yeah, hospitals have increased their prices tenfold on just about everything, and it's crazy. You know, luckily I take good care of myself. Like, that is the one thing I can say is I wouldn't say I'm perfect. You know, I'm overweight for sure, but I don't overdo it. Surprisingly, look, the only time it's funny, every time you guys see me eat, it's on stream. That's pretty much the only time I ever eat. It's when I'm streaming. Most of the time, I'm not even eating. That's the wild part about it, man. PayPal's a great company, man. It's an interesting way to look at it. So Ryan is saying when you force people to purchase a product, you allow the makers of the product free reign to do whatever they want. When you force people to get insurance, yeah. For sure. It's interesting. Interesting way to look at it, man. What is up, my brony brother? All right, man. I'm kicking butt. What's up, Fourth? How you doing? It's good to see you back, my Bruni brother. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and like the video. The more subscribers we get, the better. We're really trying to increase the count, trying to get more people out on this show. Subscribe and like, bitches. Oh, yeah. Even liking the video goes a long way. So even if you're already subscribed, liking the video helps out in more ways than one. It really pumps the video out to the rest of the world. What's up, my brony-onies? What's going on, man? Are you guys my brony brothers? Do you guys want to be my bronies? Yeah. Check it out, dude. What up, Tosca? It's good to see you back.
laugh out loud.
Oh, wow, that's wild, dude. Tosca, thank you for the $5 super chat, my brony brother. I'm going to give that a like and a reply. Love you, my brony brother. Hell yeah. Thank you, Tosca. I greatly appreciate the $5 super chat. We'll keep that up on the board for a bit. Make sure you guys subscribe to Tosca's channel. I actually want to encourage Tosca to do live streaming because earlier Tosca did seem, in my opinion, outside looking at him, making a few assumptions. I think Tosca's interested in doing a little bit of live streaming on YouTube, and it's fun. It's very fun, Tosca. I do recommend it. I hope you get around to trying it. Worst case scenario, you're not good at it at first, but if it's something that you're interested in, don't cock block yourself. Don't cock block yourself. If you're interested in something, try it. Keep trying it until you get it right. I was always interested in basketball, and I sucked at it when I first played in elementary school. I was not good at it at all, and then I got really, really good. I wouldn't say I got, super good, but I kept playing, and I got better and better and better. I just kept playing. I kept watching NBA games, and I started learning a few tricks and, different ways to dribble the ball and shoot and everything, so it just kind of ended up working out for the better. Thank you, Blue Collar King. I appreciate it, brother. Thank you for the vine. Hey, I want to thank Tosca. Tosca's been the Super Chat King today so far, and I really appreciate the Super Chat, so I'm going to keep that up on the board just as a reminder. Thank you for the donation. Keeping this channel alive, man. Keeping this channel alive. Cause if I'm lying, I'll just disappoint you. I've come undone. They're selling razor blades and mirrors in the street. Come undone. Well, when I'm going down, you'll be asleep. Yeah, I can't wait to do a little extra streaming tonight for sure. Gonna try my best to do an even crazier stream than normal. Me, I like trying to push it to the limit with the streaming, with my streaming capabilities on this show. It's just too much fun, man. I can never help myself. And I can't help myself. Oh, Most Toast says, bring back Kryler. Call Kryler on speakerphone. No. Song Jones says, DJ Santee, what up? Tosca says, Michael, what are we talking about now? Well, I'm going to probably leave here in just a few. So I want to try to make the final topic interesting. Okay. So what do we want to talk about? Well, since this has been an investing stream, it's been basically me trashing on Bitcoin in 2025. I think that's probably the worst investment vehicle. But what would be the best investment vehicle of 2025? I personally believe that it would be stocks. I think it doesn't really matter what year it is. I think stocks are the best. Stocks and real estate. Now, I prefer stocks over real estate, less involvement, and honestly, just as much reward as real estate. I prefer stocks. I prefer having an investment portfolio where I don't have to be that involved. It's just a lot easier when you don't have to be involved in the process. It really is. So I'm constantly trying to invest and just doing the right stuff and seeing what I could find as far as an investment opportunity is concerned. Not necessarily true. You usually have to borrow money to get into real estate, traditionally. And honestly, the price, you're not diversified enough if you only own a couple homes. Me personally, I love owning real estate investment trusts because they're companies that own these pieces of real estate, these buildings, these apartments, you name it, whatever the real estate investment trust happens to own, right? So one of the big deals to me is that real estate investment trusts hold a diversified portfolio of real estate, and they lease out that real estate. So you're getting a dividend payout. You're getting price appreciation over time because the real estate they hold is traditionally pretty valuable. Most toasts. Have you ever heard of the term looks can be deceiving? I don't like to look like I'm rich. Why would I do that? Why would I look like I'm rich? That just paints a target on my back. If you are walking around with a gold chain and a nice looking watch and a nice looking everything, you are painting a target on your back. I just want to warn you. You are painting a target on your back. How do you know? Looks are deceiving, most toast. How do you know? You don't. You just don't. Yeah. I rent a studio apartment with a plain white fridge. I'm a plain guy. I don't have a lot of needs. My only real desire is to have some sort of security through finance, and that is through good financing, through investing. That's my key. Yeah, but I'm always investing, man. And I don't know why people wouldn't just invest when they can. Investing's fantastic. But yeah, I'm obsessed with the world of investing. I can't help it, man. Anytime I can, I'm investing. Anytime. Always. What are you talking about, bro? What are we talking about, Brony brother? Oh, DJ Santy, by the way, I am going to be doing a stream tonight. Not right now, but later tonight. I plan on doing a stream, okay?
Laugh out loud.
Thank you for the 99 cents. I'm assuming that is probably virtually nothing. It's 58 cents. That's not too bad. I appreciate the blood farter. The blood farter. Okay. Well, thank you for the 99 cent donation in, I want to say New Zealand money. I don't know what NZ stands for. New Zealand dollars. Hey, man, I'm glad the members are giving me money. But I appreciate the Vine, man. I appreciate the super chat. You know me, man. I'm a simp for the super chats, dude. That is true. Most Toast did not. But you are a subscriber, though, Most Toast. So by the way, Most Toast, the only way that you can get a membership is if you're already a subscriber. And since you're already a subscriber, that says more about you than it does about me. But I appreciate you being a subscriber nonetheless, dude. I appreciate it, Most Toast. I appreciate it, bro. My Bruni brother. Thank you for the Vine. No, Tosca, I'm not gonna kick QWE, man. But QWE, could you please tone it down with the spam, please? Tone down the spam. Stop it. Yes, stop. QWE, I acknowledged you. Yes, I will do face paint later, though. Thank you, QWE. I appreciate you, my Bruni brother. No, you can keep chatting, QWE. QWE, if you can, become a member. Become a channel member. Oh, I don't really care if it's my fault. We don't know what... Look at Tosca. We don't know what's going on the mind of QWE. We know QWE does some weird crap sometimes. But we appreciate you, my Bruni brother. My Brony brother. DJ Santy, I know that you're a huge fan, dude. It's okay. You don't have to lie to us, bro. If you're a fanboy, you're a fanboy. I know you love this show. I know you love what we represent, or pretend to represent, or whatever the hell we are. We are the youth of the nation. We are the youth of the nation. We are. Hey, thank you, QWE, man. Hey, tell them to give me super chats and tell them to become channel members. That's what Zaddy's looking for. They call me Zaddy. Okay, we're going to end the stream here in just a few moments. Does anybody have any last super chats, or does anybody want to gift any memberships, by the way? If you guys gift memberships, that helps the channel a lot. The youth of the nation. But yeah, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and if possible, give me a last second super chat if you want. Not a requirement on that part, or gift some memberships. Gifted memberships go a long way too. So if you gift memberships to our existing subscribers, that'll be great. Oh, QWE. I don't want to pressure anybody to pay. But it does keep the channel growing, and it keeps the channel going. So the more super chats we have, the better. It does allow me to do more live streams like this, and it helps the channel a lot.
Laugh out loud.
Oh, thank you, Tosca, so Tosca is now a latest channel member. I think you were a channel member before, if I remember correctly. I don't know if you were gifted a membership originally, but I want to thank you, Tosca, for becoming a channel member again. I'm pretty sure you were a channel member before, but thank you for becoming a channel member. Guys, becoming a channel member helps this channel a lot. I keep the price really low on purpose because I don't want to take that much money from anybody. I want to take a very small amount. That's it. And the lowest membership is 99 cents a month. The second tier, which they kind of forced me to have, was $1.99. 99 cents is pretty much the same as the $1.99, but I try my best to give exclusive content and keep people wanting to come back for more, So, but yeah, if anybody wants to gift a membership, a channel membership, that helps a lot. Becoming a member helps a lot. There's plenty of ways to help the show. So becoming a channel member really is the best thing in the world for me. But I want to make it, I try to offer as much value as possible. I try to release shorts early before they're put into the public eye. I'm going to start trying to release videos that'll be exclusive to people a week before they're released to the public. So I'm going to try to make a lot more content that gets released later on down the road. Hey, thank you, Tosca. I appreciate it. And yeah, it's like the upgraded membership is just $1.99 per month. So you could choose either. It just helps the channel, basically. The only reason I have memberships enabled is because it really does help the channel grow in a lot of ways. So QWE, you're not required to pay me by any means. Just to let you know, it's not a requirement. But if you could, when you can, when you're able to, if you're able to. If you're short on money, you don't have to. But become a channel member. It's really affordable. You get a lot of recognition during chat time. I do like to highlight the members in the chat as much as possible because I want you guys to get the clout, man. I want you guys to get noticed. So the bigger the show gets, the more the membership base gets, the better it gets. And I just love doing live shows. I love doing it like it's an FM, an AM radio show, But I appreciate it, man. Thank you. But give a big shout out to Tosca for upgrading to the next level of membership, which I think is incredible. Thank you, Tosca. I appreciate that big time. DJ Santy thinks that Tosca is... Tosca's not me, man. I'm telling you. Tosca, can you please confirm is Tosca Michael Garza. Tosca, are you me? I got my hands right here where you guys can see them. Tosca, are you Michael Garza, or are you yourself? Look at my hands. Ooh. I'm telling you, I'm not Tosca. Tosca, that doesn't help. But clearly I'm not Tosca, you know. But again, I want to give a big shout out to Tosca for becoming a new channel member. Like I said, it helps the channel grow in multiple ways. And, you know, we're always trying to see where we can go with this show. And, yeah, we just kind of go from there. But I do thank you for the support, Tosca. It means a lot. I do try my best to be just the most genuine I am. This is me, but I do get a little out of hand. You know, I do like to turn it up a little bit. I like to be me to the volume of 11, and as high as I can go. So, thank you, QWE. I appreciate you, Tosca. I appreciate you too, DJ Santy. Thank you for being in the chat as well. Song Jones, I appreciate you. But anyway, I want to thank all the regulars. Tosca says, I like all you guys. It's fun to interact with y'all. Absolutely. I enjoy interacting with you too, Tosca. I really do. It's pretty dope. I don't do a lot of betting, man. I don't know what the best answer for that over-under would be. I don't know. I don't do any of that stuff. All right, you guys. Anyway, I'll catch you later. I feel like a legend. You guys make me feel like a legend, and I believe I'm a legend. So that's two good things right there. I'll catch you guys later, and just have an incredible, sexy rest of the day. DJ Santy, are you me? Is DJ Santy and I the same person? Thank you, QWE. I appreciate you, my Bruni brother. I'll see you guys on the next stream later tonight. I don't know what time I'll start streaming, but it'll be probably soon.